Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a December daily process video, and I'm going to be using the Jingle All the Way kit from Citrus Twist Kits. And I'm starting with this printable that I use. You can get it on their website. It's a digital papers kit, and I'm going to be making an envelope with my very old but very trusty Martha Stewart scoreboard. I don't pull it out as often as I used to, but it's a great tool. It's one of those that you don't use often, but when you do have to use them, it's really helpful. And I do have a smaller envelope maker from We're Memory Keepers, but I still love this one. And actually this is my favorite bone folder. I've had quite a few, and I don't know, it's pretty thin and it works out perfect. And I'm using an 8.5 by 8.5 paper to create an A2 envelope. And in case you don't know, the A2 envelope is the one used by, for the traditional cards, which are 4.25 by 5.5. And I'm going to be using the Tombow Extreme adhesive to put this envelope together. I want something strong that is not going to bend, it's not going to move, and that is the best adhesive for that. It's basically like a red line tape, but without having to peel it off. It's really strong. And I'm just seeing how the letters that my daughter wrote last year fit in this envelope. I also have like a little Amazon sheet that my youngest daughter always grabs and she fills it out. So I just, folded that in the middle and I put it in the envelope. And I was kind of all over the place in this layout. I started with the envelope and then I moved for that actually 3 by 8 page protector from the Citrus Twist Kits page protectors. I'm sorry, I forgot for a second what page protector was. But I do love using a lot of different sizes. In the past video, the one that goes before this one, day 2, I use a single 4x4 one, and I love how it turned out. And I love how simple I kept this card. I just added one of those gold numbers and a little star, and it looked perfect. And since I can't leave photos alone, I am going to use some of the few smaller phrases to put on this little 3x4 photo. And I'm looking through these stamps. I believe they're also called Jingle All the Way. I'm going to have them linked below. And I'm using half of one of those labels. I do love getting the most out of my labels. Whenever I print and cut them, I use a lot, but I still like to use a lot of my items. And I love using the labels like this. That way they I feel they're interesting if you cut them halfway. And I use the green fresh cut ink to stamp I've Been Goodish. And this is on day 3, and Charlotte was already comfortable in the little apartment that she made. She had a bed, she has a couch. She's way off better than I was when I started living by myself. She has a leg up in life. And she's in bed with her teddy bear and her pillow. And I just wanted to add a little something to the bottom of her comforter. She apparently loves plaid. That is those are her colors, her theme colors, the red. And I'm also going to use these gold little word stickers to layer them in that corner. And I'm also going to use the labels. And I wish I put that little leaf behind the gold sticker. I would have liked it more, but it's not a big deal. I'm just nitpicking on what I could have done best. And of course I'm going to use the little sprinkles of this create paper sticker sheet to add around the photos and layouts. And here I'm using, I love this big number stamp from Citrus Twist Kits. And I'm going to stamp the number 3, and then I'm going to type my journaling for the day on that card. And what I wish I've done was, when I started typing, I typed the first word in black, and I was like, well, I guess that means we're going all black, but I would have loved to do it in red. I don't think it's a big difference. I think I would have liked it a little bit more. It's not a big deal. It's just that I had that idea. And once I kind of like messed up, I could have used my Tombow Sand eraser to erase the word a little bit and just, try to start up again. But I went with the black and it's fine. I added a little visual triangle with the Simple Stories stickers, and I added that stamp that says Making Spirits Bright with the poppy color from Studio Calico. And I didn't want to use another Velcro like I did on before even December, so I'm looking for something that will keep that flap closed. So I figured that I can put adhesive at the top and bottom of this stocking and it will keep it together. I was also thinking about putting adhesive on the left of one of those Vicky Bouton numbers, but I just went with the stocking and I'm really happy. I am going to use more of those beautiful gold stickers to add a 4. That was day 4. This year and last year, I've had a lot of stories in one day, and then I have a day where it's just the elf was sitting there, and that was the whole big story of the day. But this was one of those days where I had a few things going. I had the letters, and I had other photos, and I'm using these dies from Studio Calico, and they are perfect for December daily projects or any other album that you might be doing. It does have one of the dies is this one with just 1 hole, and the other one has 3 that match this album and the Ali Edwards Studio Calico albums. So I love it. I'm so glad I got it. And I'm just going to put the letter there. I'm going to add something else a little bit later. And I thought that Santa card went perfect with my mug. And so there's not much confusion about, which day is this one on the right. I'm going to add another 4. I don't mind adding numbers more than once. And this Santa card was one of my favorite cards in this kit, and I was like waiting to use it since I'm trying not to hoard things and like keep them for the perfect layout that eventually comes, and then you realize, you know what, I can use something else, and you're like, and I've been waiting this whole time to use it and it wasn't necessary. So right now I'm embracing that I want to use it today and I want to use it on this layout, so that's what we're gonna do. And on the first part of this album, most of the page protectors that I used are from Citrus Twist Kits. They are very exact. I feel like the Simple Stories are a little bit bigger than the 6x8 and the 4x6 spaces and 3x4. So I do like this more kind of like it feels a little bit more snug, so that way you're not afraid that your cards are going to fall out. And again, I'm going to do some layering with a little word sticker that comes in the kit and one of the labels that I print and cutted from the digital collection. I'm just trying to take up some space from that layout, and I would have put it, if I wanted to cover really a space, I would have used the top right part, but I wanted something diagonal so your eye would like cross the photo. I'm just going to add a little heart to this card. That card was perfect. I'm just the kind of person that keeps adding and has very little self-control when it comes to embellishments and stickers and stuff like that. But hey, if I have them, I'm going to use them. And I love those little print and cut from the digital collection that says counting down the days, and I think I've used it twice, and this is day 4, so you might see it in the future again, and I don't really mind. I am trying to be more mindful about printing and cutting, since it takes time and printing and with the paper and all that. And I love this stamp. It's also from last year, but they do have some on the shop. So I'm going to use this stamp that says Good Cheer. And I am going to use gold ink. And I am using a clear snap ink from Theresa Collins. I have no idea, because I don't think this one's available. I haven't seen it around. It's quite old. I don't know what is the gold ink popular kids are using. The children, the youth. But I don't know, if someone has a good recommendation for gold ink and someone is curious, you can leave it below. So now I'm going to use the other stickers that come in the kit, and I'm going to write letters to Santa. And I thought that this paper was so perfect for that because it has a bunch of stamps, and I didn't want to cover any of the stamps. And I was looking to see, because I still have the gold ones from last year. They have quite a few letters, but I think I was missing letter N. So I just figured that I went with the black, and it was not a big deal. I love this font. I love it. It's skinny, but it's like big and wide, and also has numbers. And I don't need to say anything after numbers. I think you know what I'm saying. And I didn't want to cover this snowman's face, so that's why I kind of move it a little bit to the right, and I want to put those mittens underneath the stickers, and they lifted just fine. I love these stickers. I've used quite a few of them. They're so pretty and they're just perfect. And actually this envelope was just fine. It's just, as I mentioned before, I have no self-control. So here I'm gonna be putting this layout. I'm gonna put the letters that my daughter made, and this one with the Santa, it's a printable from Yay Today paper. You can buy it and it's available, and Santa comes in 3 different colors. It's so cute, and I love everything she makes. If American Crafts can give her a holiday collection already, that would be great. Thank you. And I love this idea to tuck in instead of either adding a Velcro or adhesive. And I hope this gave you an idea or inspire you to do something. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.